There was a presentation at the European Evaluation Society and the International Development Evaluation Association conference last year from a panel of the international agencies that are dealing with climate. And they have created two buckets of funding for climate: mitigation funds and adaptation funds. And what they were finding was that they could fund mitigation because mitigation involves identifying a problem, a biodiversity habitat that's been destroyed or devalued that needs to be rejuvenated, and you can do a plan for mitigation. So you reestablish degraded lands. They were having trouble funding adaptation because it doesn't have predetermined goals. Mitigation can have predetermined goals. We've got a watershed, we're going to restore it. Adaptation is an ongoing capacity to adjust to things as they occur. And so what that involves in terms of making a decision about where to engage is what I take from the complex systems language and concepts, in contrast to plan your work, work your plan, know your goals in advance, all of that linearity, is in complex dynamic systems, it doesn't so much matter where you enter into the system because the system is dynamic and interdependent and interactive. The point is to be part of the system and learn by becoming part of the system, not standing outside analyzing it, trying to make sense of it from the outside and developing a plan, but getting engaged with people, with the dynamics in that system, and using that as an entry place to map things as they emerge in real time, based upon principles, so that whatever a group of people, wherever in it you're able to begin to bring people together to adapt to the things that they're experiencing, that will indeed build a capacity to react to new things that are emerging, the wars that are happening, the climate changes that are happening, floods and droughts and politicals and refugees. All of that stuff is going to be happening. And the point is to be in the system enough with sensors about what's happening in the system that you can adapt quickly and agilely to those changes. The engagement then is the point, and being able to be agile in responding is how one adapts rather than having predetermined outcomes. Both are important. Mitigation is going to be important, but adaptation is having trouble because it doesn't follow the traditional plan your work, work your plan, concrete predetermined outcomes. It's meaning becoming part of systems in a way that you can engage with those systems and support whatever directions emerge when they emerge. There was no way in Minneapolis that anybody could have known that ICE was going to come in and create a big surge and that the community was going to have to organize and figure out how to protect each other. But that's what happened, and the philanthropy that was a part of supporting that was able to do it because they were there. They were already there, built trust, knew what was going on, had connections, and were able to build on those connections. You have to become part of the systems you want to change.